What's your magic number for true financial freedom? $500,000, $1 million, $5 million? Or do you even know? Believe it or not, most people have no clue how much money they actually need to live life on their own terms. In this video, we're going to clear the confusion once and for all. You'll learn exactly how to calculate the amount that grants you genuine freedom while still giving you the option to keep your job. Because loving your work doesn't clash with being financially independent. By the end, you'll have a concrete plan that can completely change your relationship with money. Why financial freedom matters, without knocking your 9-to-5. Financial freedom isn't about hating your job or quitting the day you hit your number. It's about choice. Imagine the peace of mind you'd have waking up every morning knowing you could walk away from your paycheck if you wanted to. That sense of security often makes you enjoy your job even more because you're there by choice, not necessity. Sure, we've all heard the phrase, money doesn't buy happiness, but financial freedom can buy you options. The option to take a long vacation without worry, to explore a passion project, or to drop everything and be there for a loved one in need. When you don't need your paycheck to cover basic bills, you operate from a place of power instead of anxiety. Step 1. Defining how much you need. Let's get right to the heart of it. How do you calculate your financial freedom number? Many people say, I just want a lot of money. But vagueness is the enemy of real progress. 1. Figure out your baseline expenses. Write down your essential costs: housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and any bills you must pay every single month. This is your bare minimum living expense. Factor in some modest quality of life costs. Maybe you enjoy a gym membership, or you need a monthly subscription that truly adds value to your life. 2. Annualize it. Let's say your baseline ends up at $3,000 per month. Over a year, that's $36,000. That figure covers your needs and a bit of your wants, so it's a good starting point. 3. Multiply by 25, the 4% rule. A popular guideline mentioned in many personal finance books, like Your Money or Your Life, and widely discussed in the FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early community, is to multiply your annual expenses by about 25. In our example, $36,000 x 25 equals $900,000. This means if you invest wisely and withdraw around 4% of your assets each year, you could theoretically cover those $36,000 annual expenses indefinitely. Of course, this is a rule of thumb, not a guarantee. You might choose to add a buffer if you want a more comfortable lifestyle or if you're concerned about market fluctuations. Still, it's vastly better to have a tangible number, say $900,000 to $1 million, than a vague, I want a lot of money. Once you have this number, your journey to financial freedom becomes far clearer. You're not just shooting at a moving target, you know exactly where you're aiming. Step 2. Optimizing your spending now that you have a goal. The next step is to make room in your budget for serious saving and investing. The principle is straightforward. 1. Calculate your net after-tax income each month. 2. Deduct your essential expenses. 3. Invest the rest. The more you can shrink non-essentials, the faster you'll reach financial freedom. This doesn't mean living a miserable life. It means being intentional. For instance, if you love your daily latte because it genuinely boosts your mood, keep it. But maybe cut out subscription services you barely use. If you enjoy the gym, keep your membership active, but explore a cheaper phone plan if you're paying for unlimited data you never fully utilize. Remember, every dollar you save and invest today is a dollar that accelerates your timeline. Think of it like fuel for a rocket. The more fuel you add, the faster you'll reach orbit, your financial freedom number. Step 3. Investing your money, the simple way. Saving is only half the battle. You also need to grow your money effectively. Let's discuss some tried-and-true investment options that many best-selling finance books recommend. These track a broad market index, like the S&P 500. John Bogle's The Little Book of Common Sense Investing highlights how index funds offer diversification with low fees, ideal for long-term growth. If your employer offers a 401k match, grab it. It's free money boosting your investments. Roth IRAs can be great if you believe your tax rate will be higher in the future, letting you pay taxes now at a potentially lower rate. Purchasing rental properties can generate monthly cash flow while the asset, hopefully, appreciates in value over time. It requires more hands-on work, but many swear by real estate as a path to wealth. Generally lower risk but with smaller returns. They can stabilize your portfolio, especially as you get closer to your goal and want to protect what you've built. As Robert Kiyosaki notes in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, focusing on acquiring assets that put money into your pocket rather than liabilities that take money out is the cornerstone of growing wealth. Ultimately, choose investments that match your risk tolerance and financial goals. Step 4. Staying motivated and on track. It's easy to commit to saving and investing for a few months. But how do you keep going for the long haul? Set up automatic transfers so the moment your paycheck arrives, a chunk of it goes straight into your brokerage or retirement accounts. That way, you don't even see the money in your checking account, removing the temptation to spend. Track your net worth monthly or quarterly. Watching it grow can be a huge motivator. If you see yourself inching closer to your $900,000 or $1 million target, it encourages you to stay disciplined. After hitting mini milestones, like saving the first $10,000 or $50,000, celebrate with a small treat. This keeps the journey fun and breaks up a long-term goal into smaller victories. Continuous learning is crucial. Read books like The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel to understand the mindset behind smart financial decisions. Listen to personal finance podcasts, follow reputable blogs, and watch educational videos. The more you immerse yourself in the topic, the harder it is to stray off course. Practical example to spark your imagination. 1. Suppose you earn $5,000 a month after taxes. 2. You calculate your bare minimum and a little fun expenses at $2,000 a month. 3. That leaves $3,000 to invest. 4. Over 12 months, you've invested $36,000. 4. Depending on your returns, you could see your net worth climb substantially in just a few years. 4. By living off $2,000 comfortably, you'd need about $600,000, 25x $24,000 year, to reach your baseline freedom. 4. You might choose to aim higher, $900,000 or $1 million, so you can cover more than your bare essentials. This isn't a get-rich-quick plan. It's a get-rich, slow and steady plan based on discipline and clear goals. Freedom is the power to choose, remember. Reaching financial independence doesn't mean you have to quit your job. It simply gives you the power to decide whether you want to continue working, explore something else, or take time off whenever you choose. Think of it as removing the shackles of necessity. When you show up at work, you're doing so because you're passionate, not because you're desperate. This mindset shift changes everything. People who achieve financial freedom often find themselves more creative, more proactive, and more willing to take strategic risks, because they know they have a financial cushion to fall back on. Final recap. 1. Know your number. Don't just say a lot of money. 1. Calculate your monthly expenses, annualize it, and multiply by approximately 25 to get a ballpark figure. 2. Cut the fluff. Minimize spending on things that don't add real value to your life. 2. Funnel every spare dollar into your investments. 3. Invest wisely. Index funds, retirement accounts, real estate. Pick reliable vehicles that match your risk profile. 4. Stay the course. Automate, track your progress, reward small wins, and keep learning. Once you apply these steps, you'll see that the path to financial freedom is more straightforward than it seems. The hard part is staying disciplined and consistent over the years. But the payoff, a life where you have full control over your time, is absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching. If this helped clear the fog around how much you actually need for financial independence, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, your journey starts with a clear goal and a single step. So go calculate your magic number, make that first automated investment, and set yourself on the path to a life of true financial freedom. You've got this!